Friday we faced Regis, a really good opponent that's gotten a lot of points in the RMAC so far. We got on top in the second half. Unfortunately, we were unable to hold the lead in the last 2 minutes, but we were able to hang on to grab a point off of Regis, which I think is awesome for the girls. And then we headed to Black Hills, had a good 6-hour drive after the game on Friday. We played them on Sunday. Came out a little bit slow, weren't able to find the back of the net in the first half, but we were able to correct some things at halftime, and then we found the back of the net shortly into the second half, and then Lexi Newton was able to find a second one for us to secure the win and lock down 3 points for us, so 4 points on the road is awesome.
And then looking ahead, just the one match this weekend with Western, talk about that matchup.
Yeah, awesome that we have kind of a break in the RMAC halfway through. A little bit extra rest for our starters, which is nice, and just another home game for us, which is awesome. The girls always play awesome at Walker. Looking for another 3 points on the weekend. Just been preparing and resting and taking advantage of this extra day we have to over-prepare.
Questions?
4 points on the road. What are some of the positives and negatives coming out of the weekend that you can really work on this week?
I think just with the girls holding Regis off for almost an entire half, just trying to secure and hold that win so we come away with 6 points instead of the 4. But Regis is a great opponent. They had good tactics, and just 1 point against them was awesome. They're at the top of the RMAC right now, so that was good for us.
Yeah.
So Lexi, it looks like this team's starting to find, 1, a nice rhythm, but 2, balance. I mean, you don't have to score every single game like maybe you did, felt like you did in the past. Kind of nice to see that you guys can attack from different places.
Yeah, I completely agree. I think that all of our front line, everyone scored at least once so far this season. So it's really nice being surrounded by really great players, and I think that elevates our team and helps us win and score. And even if we're not winning, we're learning, just being surrounded by good players.
Now you attack more.
Yeah.
Looks like, yeah. At least can keep the pressure on, even if it's not going in.
Yeah.
It definitely helps. Mm-hmm. Madison, it looks like you're the setup. It's like, okay, I'm going to find the right people at the right time and then get your points however you can.
Yeah, I've had great coaching through Coach Todd and Coach Dani and Coach Trey. They're doing a really good job just teaching me to be in the right places, teaching me to use some of the skills that I haven't maybe gotten to use before, so just trying to work and look for those through balls, and then I've gotten pretty lucky, and my teammates have been great about setting me up to get the assist or get the goal, so that's been awesome this year too.
When you're playing a team like Regis, how much of it is really kind of staying dedicated to the game plan and making sure you're staying in your right zones and things like that, just to not allow any mistakes for them to capitalize on? Could you kind of speak to that maybe?
Yeah, I think definitely playing against Regis and teams like UCCS and Mines, we've done a really good job about taking in what our coaches have been telling us, and we're really good about getting our lines right, getting our defensive shape right first, because once we get that, then we can win the ball back and go forward. That's probably been one of the key things this year that have helped us become a better team and help us get into the offensive attack, because we have to win the ball back first. So I think keeping organized and winning that ball back first before we can go forward has been huge for the team, of being able to really compete with those bigger teams.
And have you seen the same thing? What she's talking about? Them kind of,
Yeah, I completely agree. It all starts with our defensive shape and moving up from there. Specifically against Regis, they scored in the last 3 minutes, so we almost won. And I think that it was a good learning, just a good learning point for us, because it just shows us that we need to work on our game management and hold our line till the very last minute. Because sometimes teams just assume that they're going to win in the last 2 minutes, but it showed us that we really have to fight until the end.
See, with Western this week, they've played here almost as much as you have, since they have that, it almost takes away your home field advantage, but you've also been able to see kind of what they do with some live scouting. Does that kind of help the confidence going in?
I think so. I mean, Western's always been a really big opponent for us, so we've always been determined to try and do our absolute best against them. I mean, as much as we don't necessarily have home field advantage, we still do. We still have awesome fans, like an awesome school, an awesome fan base through everyone in the community and everyone, all of our friends who come out and watch. So I think that'll be a really cool thing too, because even though this is kind of going to be like home for them, we still have our home field like support with us. So, and yeah, it's been nice to kind of watch them because we get to watch the ends of their games and see how they're doing and what they're doing and how maybe we can attack and cope with that.
And having a Friday off can't be all bad, right?
Oh,
You know, your bodies are probably
nice.
Came at
Especially
the right time.
after a long road trip too. It's
Yeah.
kind of nice to get your feet back under you.
Yeah.
Yeah.